Statues in Parliament Square were also vandalised during trans rights demonstrations this weekend. Lee Anderson has offered a withering assessment of the Labour government's evolving position on trans rights in the wake of last week's landmark Supreme Court ruling, declaring, "The lunatics have taken over the asylum." Meanwhile, the Metropolitan Police are investigating placards brandished by trans activists during demonstrations at the weekend, which apparently advocated violence. The Supreme Court in Scotland on Wednesday ruled that the protected characteristic of sex in the Equality Act 2010 refers to biological sex, not gender identity. The decision will have far-reaching consequences, and prompted Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer to row back on his previous claim that trans women are women. Speaking in the House of Commons yesterday in a response to a statement on the subject delivered by Women and Equalities Minister Bridget Phillipson, the Reform UK MP said, "A man is a man and a woman is a woman, and anybody watching this at home today will think that the lunatics have taken over the asylum, which they quite clearly have now. I do not need a Supreme Court judgment or ruling to tell me that a bloke shouldn't be in a women's changing room as well." Citing a remark by Sir Keir in 2022, Mr Anderson continued, "I want to ask the Secretary of State a very simple question for more clarity: can a woman have a penis?" Ms Phillipson hit back, saying, "Tell you what, blokes shouldn't beat up women, maybe he should have a word with his colleague." Although she did not name him, her remark was likely to have been a reference to fellow Reform MP James McMurdoch's 2006 conviction for assaulting his then-girlfriend, for which he spent 21 days in a young offenders institution. Police have launched their probe into several controversial signs, including those showing hangman drawings alongside the slogan, "The only good turf is A1, and another carrying simulated bullet holes with the words, "I will make you listen." TERF, an acronym standing for Trans Exclusionary Radical Feminist, is used to describe women who reject the idea that trans women are women. Statues in Parliament Square were also vandalised during the demonstration, reported The Telegraph. Education Minister Stephen Morgan yesterday said he hoped there would be police action over unacceptable language used at a trans rights protest in London. He told Sky News, "It's completely unacceptable language to be used, and obviously any matters that break the law should be reported to the police, and hopefully police action is taken." Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling, a prominent gender-critical feminist, supported the legal challenge brought by For Women Scotland to the UK Supreme Court, contributing £70,000 to their case. Since the ruling was handed down, she has been prominent on X, sharing highly critical posts about, among others, Sir Keir and former Scottish First Minister Nicola Sturgeon. Commenting last year after the news of his historic conviction surfaced, a Reform UK spokesperson said Mr McMurdoch absolutely rejects allegations that he either kicked, stamped or punched the victim, though he accepts that he pushed her, she fell and was injured. Mr McMurdoch told Sky News, "While I absolutely deny the horrific details in this tale, there is one truth in it that I cannot, nor will not deny or hide from. A generous person might call it a teenage indiscretion, but I do not expect everyone to be so kind. Nearly 20 years ago, at 19 years of age, at the end of a night out together, we argued and I pushed her. She fell over and she was hurt. Despite being 38 now and having lived a whole life again, I still feel deeply ashamed and apologetic. Despite us both being very drunk, I handed myself into the police immediately and admitted my fault. I was charged for what I did, not for what has been claimed, and I faced the consequences then and paid for my action in full.